It certainly will be a very cold night. As we take a look at our weekend forecast, seasonable on Saturday with a high of 52, mid-50s by Sunday, so coming a few degrees above average. But notice the sunshine really not tracking any rain chances this weekend. And don't forget, we have Toys for Tots at National Harbor tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, maybe you're trying to get in the holiday spirit. Lots of events around town. Ice skating, a popular event. Added clouds through about 2 p.m., but for the most part, a pretty comfortably cool afternoon. If you're planning on heading out at 8 p.m., notice that temperature at 45 degrees. So the gloves, the scarf, definitely going to be needed. And unfortunately, that's going to be the theme in through next week, starting on Wednesday. And then running through next weekend, we have some cold air from Canada, and that's going to be heading south. So this is the big pattern change that we've been talking about. We're going to start out the weekend pretty seasonable. We'll build in temperature through the early half of the week, and then temperatures just take a big crash. So here's a look at Monday, 54 with sunshine. By Tuesday, this is a pretty potent cold front. It looks like some showers, maybe even some gusty winds by Tuesday night. Notice that daytime high, 65 degrees. We fall into the mid-40s by Wednesday. Adriana, back to you.
All right. Breaking right now, or happening tonight, I should say, a 2020 special focused on the royal engagement that everyone is looking forward to, the wedding in May 2018. Tonight, we'll learn more about actress Meghan Markle's rise from American celebrity to a duchess. ABC's Elizabeth Vargas joins us now with more on what we can expect tonight. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, great to be with you.
So who can we hear from tonight? Because I feel like a lot of people maybe don't know of Meghan Markle outside of her stint on Suits.
Yes, as Prince Harry himself said when he was set up on a blind date with her, he'd never seen the show Suits and had never heard of her before. Meghan Markle is becoming everybody's fast study on celebrity or in fame in this case, because she's about to make the most incredibly globally enormous change in her life that really anybody can think of by marrying into the royal family. She's unusual, different from all the other women who've married into the royal family. She's older, she's divorced. She's biracial. She's had her own career. She's already had her own philanthropic career, traveling to India and to Africa to help poor communities there, and taking on a leading role with the United Nations in her work with philanthropy. So tonight we'll talk to all the people who went to school with her from the time she was in grade school to college, her teachers, her professors. We also speak to the very first casting director who cast her for a tiny, tiny role on General Hospital. And of course, follow her career right up until Suits, which she has just wrapped up after 7 seasons, saying, finally, I've had enough. I've ticked that box. It's time to go off and marry Prince Harry, who is, by the way, the most popular royal. So this will be quite a wedding, not only because of Harry and his role in the royal family, popular as it is, but because Meghan Markle is such a different kind of duchess, or as her actual title will be, Her Royal Highness Princess Henry of Wales.
Wow, it is like the ultimate fairy tale dream, being an American girl and then marrying into the royal family. It's my understanding there's some training she has to go through. Do we get any insight into what the training is to be a princess?
Yeah, we already saw signs of that this morning, actually, when Meghan and Harry made their very first appearance in public as a couple. There was a huge, enormous, adoring crowd, which they handled and spent quite a bit of time mingling with the crowd members. And Meghan is a natural. You saw that also in the interview that she gave with Harry a couple of days ago. The two of them were far more comfortable with each other and with the concept of being on camera than, for example, William and Kate were a few years ago. Undoubtedly, that has something to do with Meghan's extensive history of acting and working in front of a camera. But today, for example, a member of the rope line wanted to do a selfie with her, as so many people today in society want to do, and she immediately said, I'm sorry, that's not allowed any longer. So there are all sorts of rules. There will be a long indoctrination. It will be interesting to see how much Meghan can hold on to her own self, her own sense of style, her own sense of identity, despite what is a necessary indoctrination into what they call the firm, otherwise known as the royal family.
Wow, looking forward to that report tonight. Elizabeth Vargas live for us in New York. Thank you for your time. As you know, 2020 airs right here on ABC 7. Stay with us. More of ABC 7 News at noon is coming up next. We'll be right back.
Want some inspirational stories for change? You got to check out The American Dream, Saturdays, 1 p.m., News Channel 8.
As a person who loves the finer things, this holiday season, I've asked for a luxurious new Buick SUV. Fingers crossed.
Ring in the holidays with Buick. Get up to 20% below MSRP on most 2017 luxury SUV models. That's almost $7,400 on this Buick Enclave leather. Experience the new Buick this holiday season for remaining 2017s.
You're all set. You got Cox high-speed internet with new panoramic Wi-Fi, so you'll have blazing fast speeds all over your house.
We'll see about that. Wi-Fi never reaches all the way up here.
Get Cox high-speed internet starting at just $29.